Hey dudes, dudettes and dittos. Today we're going to be analysing my level 1 Nita gameplay. This is going to be a series that will help average Andes improve on positioning and Nita mechanics for those who want to push her to the 600 trophies and beyond with randoms. With saying this, if I do miss some useful advice in this video, be sure to comment it down below so we can all improve together, as that's what this series is about. Improvement. So enough about the introduction, let's get into analysing the gameplay. So this wall right here that I've just come around, that wall is definitely a really good place if you want to hold an offensive position against the enemy team. Throwing the bear right there, or the whale in this case, is a really good spot. Really, on either of the two sides, those 4-tile walls are a really classic place to put the bear. You basically want to be throwing it behind a wall in any sort of scenario. That way it's not immediately open to fire, as the bear's stationary for those first couple of seconds of it being deployed. And honestly, this is a bot match, so there really isn't too much to say about this, as, there's not much to be said within a bot match. It's pretty easy. Okay, now jumping into the next match, this, I believe, this was actual people that we were playing against, and right off the bat, I can say that I probably should have hidden behind the wall. And for those who don't know already, I know this is a very well covered mechanic of Nita's, but she is really good at wall peeking. I've covered it quite a bit in my Nita videos. And yeah, so honestly, I think that just destroyed me. Beforehand, I wasn't aware of the cult thing. That Nita, a lot of people forget Nita has piercing damage. You can definitely take advantage of that. For some reason, other Nita players are usually the ones to forget that stuff. So I took advantage of that. And right here, I think running away was the correct thing. That Nita was chasing me. That Sandy should have come over and helped me out and helped pinch. Now, using these one block walls is so... I feel like they're underutilized. In an open map like this, where I'm outranged by 2 of the 3 enemy brawlers, it is so important to use those 1-tile walls. And honestly, I should have acted sooner on the enemy's Bruce. And right here, backing up was the right thing to do. I should have backed up actually a little sooner, I believe, and maybe hidden behind this 4-tile wall just there. And with the Sandy deployed, the super, it's pretty easy. I honestly should have not been that far up. I should have not been that far up, as you saw that Nita out levels me and could easily beat me just in a quick 1v1. And basically what you want to do with Nita or any brawler is you want to really get a hold of their range, because if you can use the range to its maximum distance, it is so beneficial. Okay, now let's get into the next match. Alright, so this next match is honestly horrific, and I'm keeping it in here because I believe I probably played like trash, just like my teammates, and that's why I ended up in this situation. So, of course, you're gonna have games like these where you just end up losing, and the thing is, if you're solo queuing, you really cannot let these matches get to you so much. It's gonna happen. You can't, you can't win every single game in solo queue. Now, what I should be doing here is probably trying to get up and around behind them. That is probably one thing to do. That dynamite does make it pretty difficult. Honestly, that was stupid of me to just run up. I know they had a dynamite and I ran right next to my teammate, and that just ended up getting me supered. That is honestly, if the enemy team has a dynamite, don't crowd up with your teammates, because that's exactly what dynamites will do. I overextended. Make sure you don't overextend. Really be mindful of where your teammates are and where you are. And honestly, that, I must say, a big point of this game was that my enemy teammates were just dying too quickly. Like, look at that. The Rico walked up and died. And look, you're going to have that in some of your games. It's just a fact that happens a lot. And you've just got to take it with a grain of salt. And you're going to, as long as you win more games than you lose, you're definitely going to make it to that 500 trophy mark. Now, firstly, I would like to say I really appreciate you for watching this far. Thank you so much. Secondly, if you enjoyed this short video content, make sure to sub and like so I know you enjoy it and I can keep making it and you can be around to watch it. Finally, to the subs, I apologize if this seems to not be up to the usual quality. I am trying a new method of just getting content out instead of trying to perfect the content. Hence, I've only spent 2 hours on making this video, which is actually a fifth of what I usually spend. Nonetheless, I hope you have a great day or night, and I'll see you in the next video.